hello. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. Give me 1 second to get my audio together. Let me know if you can hear me. Thank you for joining us, sugars. Welcome on in. Honey, bear with me. I'm not prepared, nor am I organized. I said, what can I go live about really quick? Because it has to be a quick live today. I hope you had an amazing weekend. All right. And I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Do we have some tea from the chat in our live from last week? I said, honey, what is this? Okay. So bear with me while I come over there to see who's here, who's present. Listen to me, 301. I see you were first. Listen to me, 301. A, let's talk about it all. Miss HLS, Toddy Jackson, 5-star. CW, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Welcome on in. How y'all doing, honey? Are y'all looking good and smelling good? Do you feel good? Welcome on in, sugars. Thank you for engaging with me and letting me know. Hello and good morning. Honey. So in our chat, Ms. Fine One, welcome on in. So in the chat last week, I believe that was Friday or Saturday. We had someone let us know that they reached out to Sister Sylvia. And in the live chat replay, I see people, saying, girl, what's tea? What's happening? Hey, Honduran Chick 76, how are you, honey? Now, y'all know sometimes when I have to toggle back and forth through different screens, honey, I don't see what you guys are talking about in the chat. And over here at the Dollhouse, you all keep one another company. So sometimes I don't have to pay attention to what the chat is saying. You all respect one another. Y'all have a good old funky time. So unfortunately, I don't see what's going on in the chat until I do the replay, just to, critique myself to see what it is that I can do different the next time. Southside Chi-Town, welcome on in, baby. So I said, Naomi, Sister Naomi, Jackson Tabasco, welcome on in, baby. Sister Naomi told us in the chat that she reached out to Sylvia because, yes, I think it was on a Friday, to see if Sylvia and Sonia were going to react to the call that phone calls from prison dropped when it was Tasha K time, Tisha K time, and the after party with Neesto and Sonia. Now, I have to go pull my chat up. Y'all know I'm not prepared, baby. Pink Pearls, welcome on in, honey. But Sylvia did go live. But it wasn't a live with the title of Sonia. So you got to play around in the live and find the timestamp. So that's what I got to do, unfortunately. And let me see if I can find it. Let me see if she changed the title of it. I'm not sure if Sylvia changed the title of it or not. Now, I'm going to do this out in the open because, baby, we all need, honey, listen, shit, I need the views. Yes, I do. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Sylvia and Sonia went live yesterday? Oh, Lord, I'm late, honey. Well, wait a damn second. I'm very late here. Question and answers with Sonia and Sylvia. Ask us anything. Oh, really? Well, let me see. What was y'all talking about? Let's see here. Hold on, y'all. Let me put myself on mute because Sylvia liked to play all that darn music. Give me a second. Now what y'all had talked about. I'm not putting Sylvia's video on the screen. Hopefully you guys will be able to hear the audio. It looks like it was a 38-minute video, so it doesn't look like it's too bad. So, honey, let me find, hold on now. I didn't even know. I came here. Naomi, we'll talk about you in a minute, baby. Let's see what this question and answers was about. I had no idea about it. And let's see what they were saying, honey. Give me a second. If I'd have known this, I would have watched it first and then came over to give you all the recap. But let's see what's tea, girls. Let me change my screen here and see what I need to put up. Where are we going to go? Hold on, y'all. I'm going to go down here to the to this here. Let me put up my face because, honey, I already know. I already know. So let's see what we have here. Oh my God, on today. Jet Black, straight, welcome on in. Miss I see you too. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Hey, let's talk about it. There was a catch-22. Oh, Lord. Cam Lewis, hello, hello, hello. Monique, Secret Be Sweet, Mona C. You solid. Hey, let's talk about it. Do you want to give us a quick recap? Am I about to waste my time, honey? I'm going to put myself on mute while we do a quick, while we wait for a let's talk about it to see if she wants to give us a recap. Black Rose, hey, honey. Let me see here, child. So let me see what I can get. Can I put up something? We have something to watch until we get the recap from Sister. Before we get the recap from Sister A, let's talk about it. Honey, can we get a recap? Let me see here.
Let me show you some players. It's the bedroom. Come on, let me show you the shower. Let me show you everything. Gotta get it to you. Come on. All right, here we go. Shower, room, hot tub. Let me show you upstairs where the players go at. This thing selling for $2 million. $2 million. I can get it for $700,000 today. All I need is 10 good players. Come on. Imagine how many deals we can cut in here together. 10 good players, just 10? Come on, players, come on. That's for all the cigar smokers, the football, basketball players. Come on now, stop playing. Get with a real player. Get on my team. I like luxury. If you like luxury, let's play together.
All right, so Sylvia and Sonia did a question and answer session with Naomi Grace. She's the one that made this request, okay? So Naomi Grace made the request for Sylvia and Sonia to have a session, all right? Now, I'm going by the AI summary, and thank you, Sylvia, because I think sometimes, I don't know what you be doing to your settings, but baby, I like AI to tell me what's going on in your videos. I feel like I'm trapped sometimes sitting there watching all of that. You got affirmations going on, morning this and morning that, different songs playing. I do the same thing over here, but still, you a little long-winded. I thought I was long in the wind. But anyway, Sonia talks about buying a travel trailer and how she prefers a stick shift over automatic cars. Sylvia shares that she's going to stop watching ratchet TV shows and will focus on Netflix and feel-good movies. Sonia and Sylvia discuss their favorite old school TV shows. Sonia explains why she prefers YouTube to Netflix and how it's an interactive television. What the hell is all of this here? I don't give a damn about her Airstream travel trailer, although I did just watch somebody who did a stay in New York. It was and she stayed in an Airstream, and it was actually a decent video. I enjoyed that video any damn way. Sonia and Sylvia discussed the pros and cons of living in a travel trailer. Sylvia reveals she's going to stop watching the Married to Medicine after the 3-part reunion is over. Sonia talks about how corrupt Fulton County is. So ultimately, the question and answer session doesn't go as planned because Naomi Grace doesn't show up. Naomi, girl, why didn't you show up? So Sylvia and Sonia end up chatting about their lives and what they're watching. Now, Naomi, you were in my chat letting us know that you reached out to Sylvia. You didn't show up for the darn thing. I know some of the girls don't want to go over there because y'all act like Sylvia got roaches. But Naomi, where were you, darling? Why didn't you show up, sugar? Oh, y'all almost had me in a damn trap. I don't give a damn about what them ladies are watching on the Netflix. I don't care what they watching on Hulu. Now, what I do care about is when the hell are we going to the tiny house? I like stuff like that. You get a view from me. Y'all going to the tiny house. I would like to see, since Sonia is so petite. I would like to see when she goes inside of the tiny house, if it's like the perfect house for her. I know that's immature, but I do want to see. I want to see, and I have some nerve, honey, because I'm not what am I, like a good 5'2", 5'3" on my ID? But I wanted to see when she went on inside that tiny house. I don't think I seen like a petite person going inside of a tiny house. So I wanted to know about that. Y'all talking about what you're watching, and you ain't watching ratchet TV, and you ain't doing worldly things. Girl, when we going to the small house, the tiny house, when we gonna see Sonia walk through there? Naomi, now come on here. Naomi, turn your volume down if I'm too loud. Naomi, you didn't pull the Neesto. Why didn't you show up, Naomi, baby? Is everything okay? Let me go find Naomi. So now I got to go back to the other. Lord have mercy, Jesus. What you got on? What's going on? Sonia, are you hiding from us in here? Oh, Sonia, yeah. Oh, Sonia, baby, you was looking like you was looking in yesterday's question and answer. Mm-hmm. He was looking a little, Okay, let me see here. Yeah, girl, Miss HLS Naomi ain't showed up. Penelope, hey, baby, welcome on in. So now I got to pull up Sylvia's shit. Y'all know I didn't want to do that. Hold on, y'all. What's T? Bear with me. Let me customize the things around here. And hold on a minute, please. Uh-huh. Man, I'm trying to figure out. Sanders are in, baby. Welcome on in. China from the bushes. Hello, hello, hello. Black Rose, was it an epic fail, baby? Them ladies then came on here and wasted their time, Naomi. Now, they usually don't talk to the, they don't usually talk to the darn people who got questions that they want to ask Sonia because they be nervous. Well, Sylvia be nervous. She don't want all of that on her channel, I guess, honey. But what's tea? Honey. So, honey, baby, give me a second, honey. I'm still trying to fix my things here. Let me let the people know who we talking about in here in the room. All right. Okay. Now I'm going, you know what? I'm going to even put infamous Sylvia's name in the damn. No, the hell I'm not. Child, it ain't that damn serious. Okay. So T-Baby74, welcome on in. Hello, hello, hello. So let's go over to, first of all, Naomi. Now, one of the dolls asked me when they said, one of the dolls also let me know. Oh, wait a minute. Naomi Grace. Oh, yes. Hold on, babies. Hold on. Naomi. Am I spelling the damn? Oh, Lord, I didn't tore up the name. Now, Naomi, this is a safe space with me, baby. Now, I don't know about the chat. The chat, it depends on what mood they're. Can we please have some, are we going to be kind to Naomi? Because I don't know if this is the Naomi that I'm about to talk about from the text messages. Are we going to be nice to Naomi if she decides to come over here into the dollhouse once I read these messages? If it's the same Naomi? Y'all gonna probably say, girl, you say it's called Naomi. Now, hey, now shit. Hey, Miss Lorraine, baby, welcome. Oh, come on. Hey, Miss Lorraine, welcome on in. Attitude and Tylenol said, probably not. Who is Naomi? Well, in order to find Naomi, that's going to take a while. Let me go to my video. Give me a second, you guys. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is a lot of leg work. And y'all know I'm down at the work. I'm down at the workhouse. Yes, I am. Hey, El Cid, baby. I'm down at the workhouse. My God, on today, Miss 215, Aaliyah TV. Hey, baby, welcome. Aaliyah TV, are you from, baby, I used to be over there at the Wiley Show. Are you the Aaliyah TV that was hanging down there at the Wiley Show, baby? If so, hey, honey. T Baby 74, is this 200? That's what I want to know. T Baby 74, Salty Buzzard, welcome on in. That is what I want to know. Is this the Naomi from down there at the text messages? That's what I want to know. Roddy Love, welcome on in. How do I find the summary on the videos? The Real VB Law and Order Certified. Welcome on in, baby doll. Okay, honey. Well, hey, welcome on in, sugar. Penelope Doll, you were, oh baby, the doll's been in the streets since, let me tell you, the doll's been in the streets since Sean Bradley, James Caldwell, Lady Nika. We're all hanging out, having a good old funky time, reviewing the reality shows down to the Vegas gate is how long I've been in these YouTube streets for, honey. Yes, indeedy. Now, Wiley, when I started watching Wiley, it was, I believe, after he left the beef sector that was a little too much for me, honey. So when they started beefing, I wasn't really there for all of that. I was just there for some of the characters that were unlocking, like Heidi Fly, Lucci. I'm probably saying her name wrong. Just a few, it was just like characters were start to unlock, and then it just spread like wildfire. But yeah, honey, let me get away from that. Let's talk about Naomi, baby. Somebody asked me something in the chat. Y'all know I get sidetracked. Y'all know my attention span is probably the same as Sonia's. So Naomi was down in the chat, and how you find that summary, the Real VB Law and Order, is there's an ask button. And when you hit that ask button, the AI will come up and there's prompts. And there's a prompt that says, summarize this video. You click on that bubble and it'll give you a summary of what was discussed in the video. And if you're lucky, you'll get the timestamps as well. Sometimes it is inaccurate, but I love it. Okay, I do love it. Now, let me go here in my live to see if I can find, did Naomi, hold on, contact Sylvia. Let me see if I can get directly to the live chat where Naomi, yes, Naomi Grace contacted Sylvia on Instagram. This happened after Sylvia's interview. Wait, what is this? Okay. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. So this was at the 2:25 mark. Girl, what's tea? This happened after Sylvia's interview with Sonia, where Sonia discussed being shot. Naomi felt that Ernesto had disappeared from her life, so she contacted. Now you're telling the damn lie. Now, come on, Chat GPT. Who's running the AP? Now, when did all of this happen in my life? Hold on, y'all. Now, sometimes they lie a little bit. Let me see if I can find the live chat here. Lord have mercy, it's not working. Let me see if I can see the live chat replay. God damn it. Well, unfortunately, nothing's working. I'm on my work computer, so child, I'm waiting for my let me do live chat replay. So I'm waiting for ain't nothing coming up right now for me. I'm gonna have to do it from my phone to see exactly what. Oh, you know what? I got a screenshot. I be forgetting that my dolls be sending me the tea, child, to the Instagram. Hold on. Let me go to the Instagram. Baby, I be forgetting all about my dolls, honey. They be having the tea because I try to be, I try to keep things private when the dolls be down in that DM sharing things with me. Hold on a minute. I actually have the screenshots. I'm not going to post them here, but because the dolls know, some of my dolls know I don't be paying attention, and I got 90 to 49, 11 things going on in the background. So sometimes they'll send me things, and give me a second to find it so I can see what had happened. Because she sure did. Now, but Naomi, I'm just shocked that you didn't show up when you requested them people's services. You didn't pull the Neesto. You didn't requested the services. They tried to render, but you didn't show up, baby. What happened? But I want to know, is this the same Naomi that sent him a little change and wanted to pray with him? Which that's okay, baby. If you were feeling like you wanted to rely on innocent until proven guilty, hey, that's your right, baby. I can't sit here and say nothing about that. Reefs and Muff's mom. Hey, baby, welcome on in. Mimi 55, hello, hello, hello. Child Petty Patty, hey, honey, come on in. How y'all doing? Okay, so let me pull up the text messages, okay? There's the text messages right here. Okay. Let me see what y'all see here on the StreamYard. Okay, there we go. Let me get a little color in the background. It's looking a little boring. We do need some color. So let me get some color up. Can y'all see the text messages? Let me know. Oh, Naomi, Sister Naomi. There are some people, when following something like this, there are some people that are going to just stick to the facts. They're going to stick to the documents from the courthouse. They're not going to get involved in someone's character nor personality. There are people who are not messy, right? They just want to know, is this man guilty or not guilty? Is this man treated fairly? You know, there are people that watch all of this and they sit back. They don't like all of the Sonia jabs. They don't like all the roasting. They just want you to stick to what's being played in the phone calls without the commentary. And that I understand. So Naomi may very much be someone who is that type of person and that type of subscriber. She's here for the storyline, but not necessarily the mess that's included with it. Fussbox girl, welcome on in. All right, if you came in the room and I didn't say your name, I apologize. But hey, y'all, welcome on in. TB21, great morning. Yes, it is a great morning, okay? Penelope is willing to speak up, and she says that some content creators do take it too far when it comes to Sonia. El Cid says, I love a good side hen roast. Honey, who's naked down at the job site? What is going on? Penelope, you got people naked down there at the job site? AKPOV says she started mess. So we have different opinions when it comes to how the people feel about people, you know, taking time out to talk about Sonia and her appearance and, you know, cussing her clean out. I'm guilty, right? I am guilty. I didn't cuss Sonia out a few times, baby. But when I hit the end stream button, I promise I don't give a damn unless somebody brings it up to me, right? TD Will, hey, baby, welcome on in. So there are some people do drill a bit too hard on her. Aaliyah TV is willing to speak up, saying that some people do drill a bit too hard on her. All right. AKPOV says she was in your chat talking about how she was texting Sylvia. Right. Now I have the screenshot here. And Naomi Grace. Now I don't know if this is all she said, because right now, when I seen it for myself, I didn't screenshot it because I didn't think I was going to really talk about it. Naomi Grace says, Sylvia just messaged me. So people are saying, wow, Sylvia, how times have changed. People are asking Naomi with question marks. Someone asked Naomi, Sylvia messaged you with a question mark. Naomi Grace, somebody sent her the eyeball emojis. And my next screenshot I have here, I wanted her to do a reaction on this call with Sonia last night, but Sonia wasn't feeling well. So someone asked Naomi if she cared to share, and that's all I have from the screenshots from the dog. My dolls aren't really that messy. So that's all I have for the screenshots from one of my dolls showing me, you know, girl, you need to go pay attention to what's going on in your chat. That's not what she said, but, you know, sending me Like, hey, girl, check out your chat because I know you missed it. If if Sonia wouldn't have tried to dox his alleged victims, no one would go so hard. Attitude and Tylenol, you have a point about that as well. You have a point about that. Us, as in we seniors, need love too. Welcome on in, Sunflower Babe T. Hello, hello, hello. No, you didn't miss too much of the mess, baby. This is Unplanned Live, and we are all over the place. I think that's when I really started to look at Sonia like, girl, I'm gonna be honest with you. There are a lot of phone calls that I did not hear that Sonia was part of when it comes to Neesto and video visits, because she's just not my cup of tea. And not because she slept with a married man. I tell y'all all the time, I could care less about that, to be quite honest with you. Yes, it's wrong, right? And but people have been sleeping with married men, sleeping with people's wives and husbands and boyfriends and girlfriends and people's brothers and sisters. People have been hunching and sleeping with the people they ain't got no business sleeping with since Jesus was a boy. That's not an issue as far as why everybody goes so hard. For some people, it might be because you have some wives who've been cheated on and they know a Sonia in their personal life, so it may trigger them. For some people, it's her character and how she sat there and didn't take any accountability for what this man is being accused of. Just, you know, as a woman, when you hear certain things, regardless if you question it and said, now, you know, this don't make no damn sense, especially when it comes to the teacher. Not only were you sleeping with this married man, you let him rock you and sock you, thump you, bump and grind you, baby, and you kept giving him your money. But at the same time, as a woman, it's just like, damn, that's fucked up. At the same time, like, he must really got some type of game. He's out here scamming these women out of their coochie pocket, you know, out of their coochie, they toochie, they tussy cat, and he's getting their credit card numbers, and he's getting their money. What's tea? What's going on? And Shirley Strawberry, this is who you're married to? Yikes. You know what I'm saying? So it was all about how she was carrying herself on those phone calls, especially when it came to the pictures that were found on those. Now, that's when I said, this son of a gun is batshit crazy. She's foul. She's disgusting. She's filthy. When she got down into the nitty gritty of trying to get in contact with the pediatrician. Oh, just tell them, though, that's me in the pictures. Oh, you sound like you're a little sick, rotten and twisted yourself. Yikes, yuck. You know what I mean? But on this channel, I never really got into those charges that aren't part of the RICO, because things like that, I want to be mindful of my audience and the things that they're going through. So for me, and I'm not going to sit here and say I hate Sonia, because I don't know her. Okay, I don't like her, nor do I care for her character and how she comes across, because I just feel like if I was out here beefing with people, but I'm pretending I'm unbothered, like I told y'all before, I'm going to make two choices. I'm going to either A, fall off the face of the internet earth, or B, I'm going to come out here and this is a war. I'm going to go to war about my peace. So y'all got this, that, and the third to say about me. Let's have at it. Like, period. You know? But the problem is, you're not going to tell me. You're so hung up on what people are saying about you. I don't think you've ever listened to your calls and just paid attention to what it is that you're saying. I don't think you ever paid attention to that. But at the same time, you're delusional. So even if you did pay attention to it, you're a narc yourself, right? You're a sociopath, your goddamn self, and you're also touched a little bit because of what happened to you in your past. I feel like you didn't get the proper treatment that you needed to receive after that. It's almost like she has PTSD, okay? It's almost like you have PTSD and you didn't get the help that you needed after that to sustain and to survive mentally, spiritually, emotionally, in life. You're still stuck in the past. You know what I'm saying? And that's not our problem. No, it's not. That's not our problem. Justin's mom, welcome on in, baby. I revives, hello, hello, hello. Cotton Candy Curls, welcome on in. So that's it. You've only, and then you love to say, you always say in your defense, I only knew that man for 2 months. I didn't know he was married. And then I got sick. Then I got sick. And then I got sick. So then what makes you think just because this man called you every single day while you were sick, what makes you think you know him? If everybody else is saying A, B, C, D, and E about this man, and you like to say in your defense, I didn't know he was married when he spread me out. I didn't know he was married when he turned his cheek when I tried to kiss him after I got banged out in his motor coach. I didn't know him. I found out after. Okay, cool. So then who are you to stand there and defend somebody you don't know? That's what you say when people bring up what went on with the situation with, hold on you. Hey, honey, what's going on? Give me a second, you guys. I got to go on a quick break. I got one of my children standing here. Bear with me. Let me throw something on really quick. Oh, what can we watch, y'all? Let's see. Hey, baby, what's going on? Would you listen to this clown? Welcome to the circus, baby.
Come back. Move forward to the future. Ask God to forgive you. Move forward. That's what I do. I get rid of anything that I don't need to help me move forward. I get in this water twice a year. Ask God to forgive me. Won't you try it? This is my key to success. This is why I keep building stronger and stronger and stronger. I really don't care who believes. I really don't care who the doctors is. I know what worked for me. If you're scared, don't come around me. Please don't. It does no good. I just want to win.
Okay, so that's the issue from my point of view. Everybody's point of view is going to be different when it comes to Sonia. Okay, and again, she's delusional. So even if she listened to her calls originally from phone calls from prison without any commentary, she's going to stand 10 toes down on what she's saying because she has a point to prove to YouTube, and she's not right inside of the head. She's delusional. Okay. And that's her business to be that way. Okay. Unfortunately. So, yeah, folks cheat and sleep with other folks' spouses. However, they're not loud and proud about it, especially not to a damn jailbird. Then on top of it, trying to scheme with him against his wife. Right. All the scheming and carrying on, baby, the scamming and all of the things. It was a lot. It was a lot. There were just a lot of things unlocking. And that is just what it is. There were so many things unlocking that people developed the opportunity to say whatever it is that they wanted to say about her. Like I said in the previous lives, there's a lot of people who might be sitting back with messed up teeth. They might have no hairline, the edges missing. They might be overweight. They might be the same size as Sonia, looking like they're looking. But since they have developed this dislike for her, they're going to roast her. And that's just the way that's just how it goes, unfortunately. That's just how it goes, unfortunately. No, we have no right to play God when it comes to our dislike for somebody. If we hate somebody, no, it's not okay. And then we can, as long as I can admit that, see, one thing about me, I'm going to act up, I'm going to cut up, I'm going to roast, and I'm going to do all of the things. But trust and believe, when I hit that end stream button, I'm like, God damn, now, girl, you done too much. And y'all are my proof. Y'all know I will take a live and throw it in members only in a minute, or I'll unlist it, or I'll private the live when I feel like I've done too much. Okay, but that's just me. Everybody doesn't have to feel the same way about, how hard they went after they in their life. That's just me, because I'm in the process of my walk, okay, and my journey and my footprints in the sand. So I have to, oh, now, come on now, girl, you did too much. You don't know that heifer. You know what I'm saying? She works for the devil, period. I hate him. So that's that. Miss Lorraine said what she said. Chick-fil-A, welcome on in. So let's get back to Sister Naomi. So I said all of that to say it's a possibility that Naomi is on some, I'm neutral in this situation. I'm just here for the storyline. I'm here for the tea. She doesn't necessarily have to feel how everybody else is feeling when it comes to the harsh reality and the harsh tone that we take when it comes to the characters. This is why everything Sonia and Nasty set out to do has been a epic fail, is what Nail Boogie has said. All right. So I do apologize if I didn't highlight your comment or chat. I would, when I start rambling and I don't, take a fresh breath of, a break, I'm not looking at the chat. I'm looking all over the place. I might be fumbling with something. So I do apologize if I missed anything that someone said in the chat that was important or was a great POV. I apologize for that in advance. So let's get into the text messages. Bear with me 1 second to pull those up. Everybody is, hey, honey, how may I help you, baby girl? What?
You have to go and find the HS and put track system.
Who said that, your dad? Oh, okay. I'll do that. What for? You mean for the paper? Is everything else clear on the paperwork? All right, so go and click track. What do I have you click on as for football? Okay, so change football to track and then all your stuff is turned in. Okay, cool. Sorry, y'all. I got kids and everybody is home. Hey, chocolate baby. Ooh, child, almost missed the live chat. Hey, baby, welcome on in. Hey, let's talking about it being on Ninja's Good Morning text list of probably several women. Sonia was so desperate that now, because he did that, she's billowing this fool blindly. What a clown. Here's the thing as well. You can tell that she's not used to people being there for her. So any sign of loyalty, and keep in mind, everybody has their own definition of loyalty. It's like she's going to ride or die for that person. She stands 10 toes down on when she was on the dating apps, all of the men that she was talking to, texting back and forth, when she let them know she was in the hospital, they all fell off. You know what I'm saying? They all said, peace out. Well, girl, if you're in the hospital, you can't do a damn thing for me. You're in the hospital. So there's that. They didn't owe her anything. It's a dating site, So Neesto was one of those, potential lovers from her wherever they met. I believe I don't know if they met on Instagram. I don't know if they met on a dating site. I don't know exactly how they met. I definitely think it was online. But what I do know is she's impressed with the fact that he called her every single day. And she's comparing that to the other people that she was talking to during that time, falling off and not checking on her and ghosting her. So it's like he was her knight in shining armor. Like, this is a stranger checking after me. Because listen, baby, for those of you who are out here fast and hot in the buns, and y'all out there, y'all done had them one night stands, or you done met somebody on a dating app, and you done got your rocks off, and you done went on about your business. There are women out here who just want a few things from the dating app. A little bit of dick, and that's it. You know what I mean? A dick and a date. And they go on about their business. Some people aren't looking for a serious relationship. So it's not shocking that they met off of a dating app or they met online, they met up and they did a little hunching. That's very normal, right? That's very normal. But she was impressed with his loyalty while she was in that bed, sick and tired and sick. But baby, you weren't down in that hospital bed for 2 and 3 years. I feel like you done your time. You've done enough. You've done enough. The moment you were brought out here to the YouTube streets, that's when you did enough. Oh, shit. Okay, now this thing went a little too far. I don't even know this Negro like that. I don't even know him like that. Did you ever think to yourself, why is he calling you so much? When you started to see the things that were rolling out about his charges, did you say to yourself, or did you say, oh, maybe, well, what would my role be with this man? Huh? Did you feel like, oh, you know what? I could definitely be part of this whole circus and this shit show. Because you're the one who said, what did they think? I was going to go to the clubs and find some women down at the club. Well, honey, well, you don't say. Is that what was on your mind? Did you feel like during this whole since 2022, did you think to yourself, I could have done a better job than Erica? I had access to the women at the club? Because you're the one who said that out of your mouth, which was strange and weird. How did you just come up with that, ma'am? Old Man Johnson's Farm, welcome on in. You know, come on now. Only Me 23 says Sonia really doesn't realize Neesto had her as a mark. She talked about her rich dad and all of the businesses she had and the RV she was about to buy. Exactly. He said it to her. He said it to her on the phone. We played that on a previous live. He said, oh, I was just going to get you for about 10K. I'm going to get like 10K from her. But then he realized, this is what he said. I'm not putting words in his mouth. We played it on a previous live. This is what he said. I was just going to go on and get 10K off you. He said it so fast, she wasn't paying attention because you know she doesn't pay attention to anything. Her attention span is very, lackluster, honey. And then he said he realized, oh, maybe I can use her for something else. Maybe I can use her for something else is pretty much what he said after he mentioned getting her for about 10K. Yeah. He was locking her in. Miss CLC Sonia said on the call that she met Neesto on a dating app. She had just finished up a date. Dude broke up with his girl. Then she met. Yes. Now I recall that. But then she also said that he was on the dating apps, but she didn't meet him on the dating app. She was trying to figure out which dating app he was on, which she said, I believe it was eHarmony or whatever. I think it was a Christian dating app or whatever dating app it is that requires a long application. And she said she wasn't filling all of that out. She said he was on that one, and she didn't really say exactly how they met online. We do know they did message back and forth, I believe. We would have to go back to that Friday night live to see exactly what was said. And I did discuss that in another live, but she made it seem like, that's not how they met, but they did meet online. Baby, I don't know how. I don't know if they met on Craigslist back page. Honey, I don't know how this goes out here. I don't know if from watching the 304s on TikTok, there's another app. It's not a dating app, but there is an app that you can go to if you out there selling that Tootsie Cat. There's an app you can go to if you out there selling that Tootsie Cat. It's like you do a little ad or something from what I'm understanding with your list of services. And then the Johns will contact you if they want to book with you. Hey, I don't know. We would have to go back to that live to see exactly what the transcript says and to see what closed caption is pulling up on the screen as far as exactly where they met. That was a long ass live. Yes, it was. Neesto was protecting his future investments. Yes, he texted every day and did visit her when she got out. Right. And then he said he stretched her out. Now, I don't know if he stretched her out to change her, put the pool up on her like he told Dre he did, or if he stretched her out and did something nasty with her to make her feel like no matter what you're going through, baby, I'm going to always have your back, even when you are at your lowest point of life. Right now, you sick. Look, you're still beautiful. Even sick, you still fine as hell. You're still sexy to me. And laid her out, stretched her out while she was sick and looking like she was looking, baby. And gave her a little bit of something that she could feel. Baby, that was all she wrote, baby. After that, she was just like, oh, my Boaz. Oh, my God. That's how I imagine it. But, I've been giving out a bad opinion since 1978, baby. Don't listen to me, okay? Hey, Angie B, welcome on in, baby. What? What phone call was that, baby? I'll have to put the link to my chat. I have to put the link to that live here in the chat because, honey, it takes a lot to find that. But we did go over that in one of my lives. I tell guys real quick, if that's all you got, remove me from the good morning list. Yes, he thought she had money and told her, yep, he sure did. Hey, let's talk about it. He was only 10. Yep, he was going to get God damn, I'm stuttering. He was just going to get her for $10K. You Dawn Beach, baby, you ain't got to slide back. You ain't missed much of nothing. We're just out here rambling. When Sonia met up with Neesto at Jason's Deli, she overheard Neesto on the phone talking about RVs. Now she loves RVs also. She still has not purchased one and ain't. She said, and ain't, okay? Not the Christian mingle. Chatter from the bushes, baby. Y'all know I can't remember what I said 5 seconds ago, let alone what happened on that live, okay? Sonia is a whole other level of stupidity. Like, yeah, she's definitely a different person. Was it silver singles? Mimi, is there a such thing as that? She did meet him on the app. He asked her to meet him. But what? On an app ad. Hey, let's talk about it. So I was right. Do you know what these apps are called? Because it's not a dating site, is it? Oh, my God, today. Sonia, was you out here? Let me not say that. Girl, out. Child, listen. Listen. Neesto refused to kiss her mouth on the lips. That lady IS is doing anything and everything to get views. Angie B. Chow, so am I. That's why I'm talking about them this morning, baby. I ain't even gonna talk about her, baby. I'm just as guilty talking about that this morning. Oh my God. Oh, he believes all of her lies and dropped his wife. No, he's stuck on stupid. Now he's stuck on stupid. They were and still they definitely lie to one another. Absolutely. They definitely lie to one another. Yes, they do. But let's get into this Naomi. Okay, I'm gonna leave the chat now. That's why she was faking the funk about purchasing properties and starting businesses. My. So let's get into the text messages. Let me know if you all can see the text messages here on the screen. I am going to expand it a little more if I can. I don't want to do too much. Okay, so let's see here. Naomi. So Ernest, that's fine. That's fine. I'm here. And Naomi too. I'm here for let me see. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Naomi Grace. Naomi, baby, were you funding the people down there at the... We have to also keep in mind, let me say this. When it comes to people that are going to see Neesto to the end and support Neesto, we have some people who have also done some time down at the jailhouse and they were innocent. So they may feel like, I know everything that's, being displayed out here on the paperwork, but I was in this same situation as far as being locked up and I was innocent and I know how it feels to serve time in jail. And, people are going to feel for Neesto. They may have a son or a daughter or a family member that got into some type of trouble. And they just may have a soft spot for Neesto. Okay. I don't know if this is the same Naomi or not, but we're about to get into these text messages. Honey, say that. Hey, baby, welcome on in. And then after that, I got to go because y'all know I'm down on my black job. Okay. Nasty didn't want to. Okay. Y'all still talk. Okay. Let me get into the text messages because y'all know I get off track. Naomi, baby, I wonder if that's the Naomi that's in IS's chat. Is Sylvia live right now, Justin's mom? It's Naomi Grace is the name. Hold on a second. But I don't know if, again, Naomi is a common name. So I don't know if this is the same Naomi or not. This is Naomi Grace. And Naomi Grace, I can't say if I ever noticed her being messy in the chat or saying, things that weren't so nice. I don't know. I don't want her to feel, some type of way either because she has every right to, if she wants to be neutral, she could be neutral, right? But I still want to know if this is her. So let's get into it. All right. So let's scroll up. All right. So on May 22nd, 2024, Sonia tells Neesto she sent you $100. Naomi, the same lady that sent you $200. Okay. So Neesto was getting money from other people besides Dre, Shirley, and Sonia. Naomi, I don't know which Naomi it is, sent him a total of $300 as of May 22nd, 2024. Ernest says, good morning, my love. Let her know I did get the $100 today and thank her very much. You have a good day, my love. All right, so let's go up here, and it says, Sonia says to him on May 22nd, 2024, good morning, love. Not everyone thinks you're guilty. Chin up. It's a lot of support for you. Bible lady visit is Thursday, handsome man. All right, so let's get on up because I don't care about none of that. Let's get back to Naomi. So Sonia on May 23rd is texting Neesto, and she says, are you still getting letters from people and any funds other than Naomi? Okay. So Ernest says, no, not since I've been here. Only you, Dre, and this Naomi person. I did receive that letter from the Baltimore lady back in February. But besides you, Bible lady, have been on my, oh, excuse me. Let me start this over. No, not since I've only been here. God damn it. Girl, if you're going to read the messages. On May 23rd, Neesto says to Sonia, no, not since I've been here. Only you, Dre, and this Naomi person. So he says this Naomi person. So he does not know this Naomi person. I did receive that letter from the Baltimore lady back in February. But besides that, you and Bible lady have been on my only visitor's date. No correspondence with anyone else, to be honest. But if Naomi wants to send me some scriptures or positive words of encouragement, inform her that she can use the same Getting Out app that we're on here. So the app is called Getting Out. Is that the app they're using to text back and forth? I had no idea that was the name of the app. Maybe you'll have to instruct her on how to, but that's it. My mindset is that any help is graciously appreciated, and it relieves you of some of the pressure and weight you have on your shoulders. So did Naomi feel bad that everybody, abandoned Neesto and Sonia was the only one helping her? Naomi, is this you, baby, in the text messages? I don't know her, so I have no idea why she is helping me. But with all of the positive seeds I've planted in the world, it's not a major shock that in such circumstances, I'd be able to reap some of it. He went to the doctor and had a prostate examination, if you guys wanted to know, okay? And his blood pressure is extremely high. I'm clueless as to why you'd be eating that fast food trash. You know it's not real. Hopefully, though, I'll be indicted by court so I can move forward with all of this. Tell Bible lady that she can just wait to see me next week in court. I just don't have any more conversation for YouTube until I'm free. All right, so let me see here. Sonia says, what? That's fine. I'm always here. And Naomi too. Laugh out loud, but I'm here forever. I love me some you. All right. So on May 23rd, he's repeating. Okay, that's another repeat. So that is not anything. I don't think there's anything else. Nope, that's it when it comes to Naomi. Let me make sure I'm accurate. And I want to click through to see. Yep, so that's it for the text messages when it comes to Sister Naomi. All right, so let me get this off of my screen. And let me see what y'all are saying over here, okay? So that's it as far as the Naomi text messages. This, again, Naomi is a common name. It could be two different people, right? We have Naomi Grace that was here in our chat on Friday letting us know that she texted Sylvia. Naomi was also part of Sylvia's live when she did the phone call while she was on her way out of town. And I don't think so. Sonia, did you know that Sylvia had you on speakerphone on her live? Any damn way. It's almost like she was, letting us know what Naomi was saying or something. Baby, I didn't listen to all of it. I got to listen to all of it. I'm sorry. I got half the story. Let me see if I can actually pull it up to listen so y'all can hear the audio. Give me a second, child. Lord have mercy. I didn't want to go over there. Hold on. Let me find it. How many times did you go live, Sylvia? Give me a second, y'all. Okay. And then y'all don't be going over there to her house to you know what I'm saying? Y'all act like y'all can't go over there and put nothing in the damn comments to give us a timestamp. We got to go over here blind and try to find out what's going on. What did Naomi say? Hold on. Let me go over here and see if AI is going to get me to the Naomi point of this live so we can get right to. Okay, here he is. Here it is. Naomi, to ask her to do a reaction video. 11:55. Let me see.
23. What is that?
2023.
That was November 23.
So in this video, Sylvia does mention Naomi, and I think Sonia doesn't really retain much of a memory. And I recall Sonia asking Sylvia who Naomi is or if Naomi is cool. And I'm like, well, girl, we just read the text messages. So how did you forget who Naomi was when she was helping you take care of this grown-ass man down here at the jailhouse? So hold on. You were sending 50. Naomi was sending $200 and $100 increments, baby. What's tea? Hold on, y'all. Let me know if y'all can hear this.
She's been reaching out to me too. Sonia's been reaching out to me today. As soon as I get back, I will let her know that she's being summoned.
Okay, hold on.
About some November something. I don't know. November something. Y'all know I don't go back and watch those videos, right? I don't watch those videos.
Can y'all hear this?
Whatever question you have to ask her, you're going to have to bring it to her memory. I don't watch those videos at all. Sweet home Alabama. I'll be coming home to you.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Coming home to you.
Okay, Sylvia, now shit. Oh, my God, Sylvia. Come on. Girl. Okay. Lord have mercy.
Hey, lady. I'm on live on the other channel on a other phone. There's a young lady who wants you to do a reaction to some video that was done in November 23.
A video on November 23. What is that?
2023. I don't know.
Tasha K. That was November 23.
Is it Tasha K. Naomi? But you know I'm in Alabama, right?
What does she want to know? What is it she trying to do?
She wants me to do a reaction to it. It was about you and Neesto.
Everything's about Neesto and me, right? That's like a dead situation. I mean, it's dumb because he stopped talking to the wife. Stopped talking to him in June of 23. And we in 25, and he's still talking about that. That's the crazy part. Why are y'all still talking about that? You know?
Well, that's what she wanted me to do a reaction. That's all I didn't do reactions. But I figured maybe.
There you go. I mean, well, it depends on what part she's talking about. If she just talking about something, just, you know, but if it's trying to drag the wife situation in there, no.
I don't know.
So find out. If it's not about the wife and his marriage, fine. But if they trying to keep going back to that shit, they sound stupid, you know? They keep going back to that. Because they were separated before he even got arrested. She stopped speaking to him. And
she wants you to review it so you can answer some questions.
What do we need to review?
I don't know. She said a video. She said a video from.
Oh, it's the chick, because you know somebody had texted me on they DM'd me on was saying some chick saying they showing all the videos because they spoke to me. I said they didn't speak to me because the person I ever talked to is Sylvia. I don't talk to nobody else. You know, about this situation other than Sylvia. You know, other than Yvette too, but Yvette don't count, right? Yvette's
Yeah, she'll be on.
I'm not saying Yvette is like, but as far as bloggers, I'm like, I don't talk to nobody, so nobody can tell you that I said anything because I don't talk to them. So let Sylvia said it. You know, I don't know what you're talking about.
What did I say? I don't know if I said it.
No, what you from other chicks you said that they were saying that they go to music because they're gonna start releasing all the calls instead of just the the ones that was trying to sound all juicy and shit. Because remember, they was only releasing those. They weren't releasing all of the videos that showed that me and him was just friends, and all the things that we talked about. They kept trying to make a narrative about me and him,
So she wanted you to do like a reaction, I guess, a review.
Who is she though? I mean, do you know the girl?
Her name is Naomi Grace.
I don't know who is she.
She seems nice. She don't seem like a hater or anything like that.
I mean, what is her channel about? Is she trying to?
I don't know.
She just I think one of the many that's just dragging on this.
She's just a subscriber. I don't know if she's a subscriber to me, but she had left a message on my thing. She wanted you to
reaction on your channel.
She said she doesn't have a channel. Yeah, on my channel.
So she's just making suggestions to you to say, hey, why don't y'all talk about this?
She's asking.
Have you looked at the videos she's talking about?
No, I hadn't looked at it.
Okay.
I don't know what video it is. I mean, if she could send me the link, I can go and look at it later, like that today, but maybe another time.
Yeah, that would be on you. So see if it's even something that you do.
I mean,
and then tell her. But if it's involving old shit with the whole wife situation, that's like, who cares? That's just so old, and let that shit fly. Because it keeps going back to that. What's so dumb about that is, and Tasha K and all of them are fucking hypocrites. She went on there and she talked to Charles White, which I wish you would have looked at that interview, the little small part I sent you. And when she was talking about the Neesto and Erica thing, and then he was saying that he slept with Erica, while he was married. And that he tried to insinuate that Erica and Neesto slept together, but he can't verify that because only Neesto and her to say that, right? But nobody's bashing about that. You know what I'm saying? They keep riding on the Sonya thing, but I was one that did the least with them. They try to act like I did the most with them. So it's just kind of tiring to keep saying that that's why we don't like you because you slept with me. And it's like, bitch, nobody did because when I slept with him that time before I got sick, he was single with me. He wasn't married to my knowledge, so, I'm going to leave it at that. And everything that happened after that, there was two different states.
Now, although Sylvia told her she was live on her other channel, I feel like for some reason Sonia didn't know she was part of the live. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like she didn't know she was on speakerphone. Because if you notice, we're getting a different Sonia here. If you ask me, we're getting I'm talking to one of my homegirls, Sonia. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Maybe it's just me. I don't know, but here's the rest of it.
They keep trying to ride it like I was, that girl. You didn't know that, shut up. They were separated before he went to jail. So if I was his friend while he was locked up, he was separated. And I was staying with my friend. So
Sonia usually comes across as if she's unbothered, but now we're starting to see she is bothered. She doesn't care that we pick apart her character. She doesn't like the fact that the people don't like her because of her sleeping with Shirley Strawberry's husband. Out of everything that was just discussed recently, that's the first thing that came out of her mouth. She wants it to be known that before she did anything with that man, she did not know he was married. So she's very bothered by that. But of course, when she's out on live and when she's on YouTube talking about it, she's not as bothered. In this call, she sounds a little defeated. And she sounds like she's fresh from watching many videos from us reacting to the recent phone call that was dropped from the Tasha K interview after that phone calls from prison just dropped. She sounds pissed off right now. So I know she's hot from the press of watching everybody reacting to that is what I think. But I can be assuming, and I've been giving out a bad opinion since 1978. Let's continue.
Narrative of why they want to keep this whole hate and everything. And they keep trying to go back to it. She said, oh, it's sure, y'all, half y'all didn't even know who she was. Y'all just looking for a reason to be hateful. But you can look at it and see, again, if it help you, that's all, but just talking about her, it's kind of old, and, like, I want them to stop bringing up back the narrative when it comes to him, because that's the way situation is old, and they keep to beat the dead horse, that's what I guess some may say, Y'all still talking about that, she stopped talking to him before he went to jail. They got separated, and she stopped speaking to him before Sonia's name even came out. So for them to keep trying to go with that.
No, baby, now that's a damn. Now you know that's a lie, honey bunny. Now you know that's a lie. Wait, hold on. Let me think about it. When did the calls come out? Oh, yeah. She is accurate about that. Okay. Let's continue.
Oh, Sonia, and you gonna come out and da. Motherfucker did.
So what she's saying is that when Shirley stopped talking to Neesto, it was June of 2023. When did the first call drop? I forgot, y'all. I keep forgetting. Was it August? Was August or September the first time the calls dropped when this story came out? I don't know if it was August or September. Somebody in the chat will be able to answer that question. I apologize. I don't retain much memory, my damn self. But when we heard of August, okay. So what she's pretty much saying is this. Shirley was already done with him before the calls dropped on the YouTube. The calls dropped August and September of 2023. All right. Shirley told him, I don't have any money before that. So that's what she's alluding to, okay?
That mouth of yours, lady. That mouth. You need some soap in your mouth.
Oh, no, I don't. I just tired. You know what I'm saying?
She needs some soap in her mouth because she thinks she's having a one-on-one convo with you. And this is how she normally talks and speaks with you. But since you're on live, you want to put on this whole, oh, I'm holier than thou. And it's all about positivity. This is how y'all talk. See, I don't know if you were exposing her or not. Yes, you said I'm on live, but did you say I'm on live and you're on speaker? There's a difference. This sounds like that Lizzo in Miami shit. Hold on.
I'm tired of them hoes, and I'm just not gonna sugarcoat it with them, because they just
okay. She said it's a discussion on.
She said I'm tired of those hoes. Now y'all know I don't think Sonia thought she was on that live. I'm tired of those hoes. Sonia is sick and tired of the hoes on YouTube. Okay. I really feel like she thought she was talking to her homegirl because, they think they're friends or whatever. And she knew she was on live, but I don't think she knew that this lady had her on speaker like this.
Interview with Tasha.
And what she's going to say is, I told her I was on live. Yes, but you didn't tell her she was on speaker.
Oh, I thought Tasha came. Well, what about it? The whole you said you didn't sleep with her. Is that what we're going back to? That was the whole thing. That was the whole gist of that. Just basically going on that. You're not worried about that situation. Now you're worried about the wrong stuff. Really? You tell her no. Because what did Tasha K talk about?
Okay, now it's getting all staticky and shit. Y'all get the point. Y'all, I know y'all act like y'all don't want to go over there because y'all act like she got roaches. But y'all get the point. So that's pretty much what was going on the other day. Sylvia was driving out of town, baby, on a road trip, and she had Naomi. I don't know if she had Naomi on the phone because it seems like she was reading something and going back and forth with somebody. I wanted to know because it was brought to my attention, is this the same Naomi from the text messages that was sending Neesto a little bit of coin and was concerned for Neesto as well? Sonia's so pissed off and wrapped up in everything. I don't even know if she remembers about Naomi helping her out with the finances for this grown-ass man that she was taking care of, who had 2 wives, okay? 3 at a point in time, 4, 5, and 6, okay? So I don't know, babies. All I know is this. Naomi did come in our chat and let us know that she did contact and reach out to Sylvia. So I just said, let me find out. Naomi dropped some tea. And now it's all starting to play out. Now, some of you, I think I've seen somebody say here in the chat that they feel like Naomi Grace is Sylvia. I don't know. Would Sylvia send Naomi? Would Sylvia send Neesto $300? I'm not sure. Okay. I'm not sure. So, no, Sylvia wasn't the one driving. She was the passenger. I believe her daughter was driving. I believe so. I might be loud and wrong, but she wasn't driving. She was in the passenger side. So that's all I got, you guys. You probably hear the man's phone ringing in the background. I apologize. Everybody is home right now. The kids are off from school as well. So it's about to get dysfunctional and loud around here. So I don't know. Some of you are thinking that Sylvia is Naomi. Those of you who have been rocking and rolling with this whole story from day one. I'm not a day one person when it comes to paying attention to who's in the chat, watching all the reactions. I'm a day one from Chronicle Speaks, Storm Moreau. That's where I'm a day one at. And when I went back to my history on my other channel just to see how things fell in line, Chronicle Speaks, I think it was Storm Moreau, Chronicle Speaks, Infamous Sylvia. Then that's when she told us about Grown Woman Vibes and Real Talk Bougie. That's how I pretty much kept up with some of it, because I always had my phone in podcast mode. So I never really paid attention to what was going on in people's chats. I never stayed for panels. I told y'all panels make me nervous. So anytime somebody had a panel, I think I stayed for like 1 to 2 sessions of Infamous Sylvia's panels. And I've been trying to find that live where a woman called in letting us know about Neesto in her DM, and it sounded exactly like Sonia. I can't find that live right now. But other than that, I tend to not watch people's panels because it just makes me nervous. I feel like people are over talking the host. There's too many people talking at once. It's just just sends my anxiety. It makes me feel crazy. So I don't watch panels, and a lot of things I've just missed. I don't know. So if you were one of the people who were back and forth in different chats, different lives in the past, I don't know if you know who Naomi Grace is. I don't know if she's been in these chats before. I don't know if that's Sylvia. I mean, that would be pretty crazy. Yes, I said earlier, I don't think there's a Naomi. When the Neesto Sonia mentions Naomi, there's always an emphasis on the name. That order is about right, is what Miss Mad About Music said. I started with Chronicle Speaks, then Bougie. Victor Vale. Now, Victor Vale may know. Victor Vale, Naomi Grace, baby, welcome on in. Are you familiar with Naomi Grace? No, what we're talking about, Miss Lady, is the timestamp. Like what Sonia is basically saying when the calls dropped. She's saying when the calls dropped, Sylvia, Lord Jesus, there's too many S names. Shirley and Neesto were already not speaking when the calls dropped, is what Sonia is alluding to, I think. Because was that June 20? When I got the date? No. Was it June 2023 or June 2024? It was June 23, wasn't it, you guys? Let me just go to the damn text messages. They're right here. Let me type in Shirley's name, because there's not a bunch of messages from Shirley at all. God is good all the time. No. No, this was 2024. Okay, I done fucked up the dates. I'm sorry, y'all. I was loud and wrong. Let me go and check. Thank you, Miss Lady. Hold on. I take that back, Sonia. You full of shit. Hold on a minute. Bear with me, y'all. I might still be loud and wrong. Just give me a second. Shit. No, it was, I feel like it was, God damn it. Visitor Shirley Strawberry and I love you too. Yeah, it was. Okay, yeah, I was right. All right, never mind. Let me go back. I was not loud and wrong. Shirley said, I don't have any money as of, bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to scroll through these damn, y'all know it's 11 pages, 211 pages. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, somebody save me. All right, so I have to be. You okay? I have to be. Was it June 15th? 14th. June 14th, 2023. Okay, let me see here. Let me put this back up. Let me get my big face off the screen. And let me pull this comment down. Yes. So June 14th, 2023, I don't have any money. That will always be a classic, okay? So I think what Sonia is trying to say, maybe this is what she's trying to say. When the phone calls dropped, meaning when we started to listen to the calls and the information being released in the blogs and on YouTube, during that time, they were not talking, meaning Shirley and Neesto were not talking. So she feels like we're reacting to old news, regardless if it happened or not. Her outlook on it is it's old news. That's how she's looking at it, I guess, is all I can assume. That's the reason why she's bringing up June of 2023, because the calls were dropped August 2023. And Sonia feels like that's old news. Whatever, girl. And they weren't speaking. It doesn't matter, honey. We're going to talk about 2020 when you met and after. Okay? That we're talking, all of this shit is old, Sonia. And we're talking about it. Just like if he decides to plead not guilty and he goes to trial, they're going to talk about what? All of the old shit that he did. Okay? That's just how it works. Now, let me see here. The calls dropped in June 2023. Shirley message about no money was June 2020. Okay, she got divorced. Yep, I got it pulled up right on the screen right here. I don't believe, Sonia, that they were not talking before the calls dropped. The calls and $30K attorney fees say different. Yes, they were done by the time the calls came out, but the calls allowed us to go back and put... Right, Miss Mad About Music, but she feels like we're putting together old news. Everything is old. This is old shit. When these, listen, they were no longer together when it all came out. It doesn't matter. When you go to court, if he pleads not guilty, all of this old shit is going to come back up. And without the old shit, you can't put together a story. You can't come up with bad opinions. You can't speculate. People are trying to put this shit together, okay? They're trying to put the puzzle together because it's missing some pieces, period. You decided to join the table and you decided to come out here and play. You didn't have to come out here, even if you were brought out here, even if your character was unlocked. You didn't have to come out here. I don't know what the teacher looks like. The only reason why I know what Gail looks like is because she has a social media presence. I don't know if y'all seen the teacher before or not, but I don't recall the teacher coming out here trying to take up for herself when people were saying, well, girl, what the hell was you doing giving him all that money after, you was getting dipped down and robbed? Girl, what's tea? I don't recall her coming out trying to defend herself. I still don't know that lady or what, I don't know nothing about her social medias, her Facebook, none of the above. Okay, what difference does it make if they were speaking or not? She was still his wife. Maybe if she wasn't so involved with Neesto, maybe his marriage would have survived. Well, I don't know about that now, Boogie. I don't know about that because you know, there was a whole lot of stuff coming out. Even if Shirley was going to decide to ride with that man, I think eventually, in order to keep her job and to thrive out here and survive, especially now looking at the price of eggs and everything, she would have had, if she was going to stand by her man, he's a good man, Savannah, definitely would have done that behind closed doors and not out in the open. But I think she would have eventually been like, I can't take this shit. I cannot take this. Sonia is a liar and very delusional. She's an easy target. You have a point, Nappy John, Dia, and welcome on in, baby. A 2-month difference is not substantial. You have a point, baby. You do have a point. You have a point. Rain says Sonia is a liar and very delusional. She's an easy target. She isn't that bothered if she's going on people's live to discuss this mess, then doing Q's and A's. I think she was hot off of the press. Like I said, I think what happened is she was watching people reacting to what phone calls from prison dropped. So that's why she was, we experienced Sonia pissed off. Carol was the only one coming out swinging, is what Vic to the Veil said. Is that when Carol came, went to Fran's email, trying to let the people know that they had it wrong? Sonia just don't want us talking about this or her, period, but not. Miss Lady, I can't keep up with her at this point in time. I really don't. I think she doesn't want to be part of it. I think she wants her own storyline. She wants us to focus on what she has going on in Ohio with the lady in that house. I think when they came out and they started these Friday night lives and they did this whole rebrand or whatever it is they call them. I don't know what they call themselves doing at this point in time, but I think she wants us to focus on what she got going on. Pull up my documents, talk about my paperwork, talk about me. Why are we still talking about me and Neesto and I? What about me? Girl, you got to do that on your own channel, honey child. Shirley Strawberry stood by that man for 10 years while he was still going to jail. She might have stayed if it wasn't public. I do hear a lot of people say that as well. Nail Bookie says true, but I think Sonia was the straw that broke the camel's back. But if they, the phone calls dropped. Okay, so what you're saying, Nail Boogie, is even though she told Neesto here, I don't have any money, and she cut him off via the communication in the text and on the phone, are you saying that once all of this stuff played out with Sonia, that's when she got to filing that paperwork for the divorce? Do you feel like if Sonia didn't come out loud like she did as his homie lover friend, do you feel like Shirley would have just sat in the background supporting her husband, waiting to see everything play out? Is that what you mean now, Boogie? Can you go to Shirley's message of June 22, the message when she said what happened to us? Yes, I sure can. Let me bump this up so you all can see it. It says, I just never thought you and I would end up like this. Not you and I. I am beyond hurt, and I don't understand what so, Lord Jesus, girl, let's try it again. I just never thought you and I would end up like this. Not you and I. I am beyond hurt, and I don't understand what went so wrong with us. Do you know what happened? So this is a message that Miss Mad About Music wanted me to pull up. Hey, Miss Lavelle, baby, welcome on in. M. Lavelle, hey, honey. Yes, it was all about Sonia. Look at that message. Okay, is this when, the lawyer, Krell. I forgot about Krell. Because Krell, I think, dropped the T. He dropped the dime. I'm going to have to drop a dime on those niggas. I think Krell dropped a dime about Sonia. That's what I think happened. So that's how she found out. She didn't find out by the phone calls. Didn't one of the lawyers drop tea to Shirley about everything that was going on? IS has been throwing her under the bus lately. IS wants to do a reaction because she wants the views. IS is trying to use Sonia due to the salaciousness of Neesto's story. This is wrong. Hey, Bianne, baby, welcome on in. Let me see what he said about that. So what did he respond? I read this before, but everything hits different when we go back to it. Let me see here. Let me see what lies he's telling here. Oh, Lord. He said, it's okay. I will never give up on us. I apologize for last week. We are all human. We are both going through our difficult times being separated from one another. You have all the right to be beyond hurt. I have no reason to be upset with you because you have been by my side this whole time, 1000%. I will never give up on our marriage, and I will not let the devil win. I love you forever. And I heard in your voice last week, no matter what, our marriage is stronger than ever. Is that what he heard? Because I didn't hear that. Thank you for applying back. Oh, thank you for replying back since it's been 7 days. I just like to know where I stand because my life has been stripped away from me. Thank God that I'm a great listener. It's the small words that's being a big impact. You have a wonderful day, and thank you for thinking about your husband. He took her saying, I just never thought you and I would end up like this, not you and I. I am beyond hurt, and I don't understand what went so wrong with us. Do you know what happened? Since she's asking him what happened, he took all of that to type back, to manipulate her, to put words in her mouth as if she was saying she wanted to fix something in this marriage. This man is a maniac. My. Is her hurt from his crimes? I don't think so. As a woman, what's going to hurt is another woman. I agree. Attitude and Tylenol said he's so passive aggressive. He's so passive aggressive for someone that is state property. Bianne says, I agree. Sonia wouldn't have said these things, whether they were separated or not. He was married and you didn't stop seeing him. You chased him. Bianne, now, baby, that's a word. There was a chase. There was a chase, honey. Hold on now. Give me a second, honey. I got to go in a minute. Woo, there was a chase, baby. Yes, there was, honey. Y'all hear my outlook. I got to get the hell out of here soon. I think once Shirley was forced to read those warrants and the embarrassment from his entanglement Neesto had with Sonia, master manipulator. Yes. Yes, that quick. He used any opportunity to pounce and prey on her, asking what happened to us. Sonia is out here looking very stupid for this bigamous criminal. And I hate that we see through her. Yeah. And hate that. Oh, sorry. Let me start that again. Sonia is out here looking very stupid for this bigamous criminal and hate that we can see through her. Kimmy Who says, I think this was the last straw for Shirley. I don't believe that Shirley didn't know he was cheating the entire. I don't believe that Shirley didn't know. I know she definitely knew he was cheating. You know when your man is cheating. You know when your husband is cheating. You know. Oh, you know. Now, some women decide, oh, okay. Oh, you cheating? Cool. I'm going to cheat back. But women get away with things more than a man. Men are careless. Some women decide, all right, you going to cheat? Cool. I'm going to just cheat back. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to do me as well. Some women stay, some women leave. Everybody's different when it comes to infidelity in a relationship, right? Some people may feel like it's cheaper to keep her, and we may feel like it's cheaper to keep him. That's just how some women operate when it comes to a relationship, when it comes to, men or another woman cheating. Now, it's uncommon for you to get into a man staying after they found out their woman was cheating. Men don't play that. But she definitely knew that man was cheating for sure, but let's go up. But there's a difference between cheating and minding your business and cheating behind the scenes for some women, and then it coming out in the open, then that's different. Or somebody getting pregnant, then that's different. You know, Attitude and Tylenol said, baby, I will pack up my coochie. Attitude and Tylenol said, you cheat on me, baby. I am packing up my coochie and I'm leaving. Oh, baby, that made me laugh. Oh, my goodness. Welcome into the 190 people we have in the live, babies. Please hit the like button. I truly appreciate that. That helps us get into the algorithm. Thank y'all so much. Miss Met About Music said, yeah, but it's a dagger when you find out the bitch is visiting at the jailhouse. It was a lot. She was visiting at the jailhouse, baby. She was incurring more charges onto your bill that you were paying down there at the lawyer house, okay, down there at the law firm, baby, it hits very different, okay? There was a little too much going on. B. Ann said, we are following a crime story that Sonia inserted herself in. Sonia has been insecure about his marriage in all of these calls, whether or not they were together. She always felt second fiddle. 3 times. For someone who was never around any of those crimes and situations, she has a synopsis on everything, and it's totally unbelievable to listen to. But if you listen to when she talks about politics or anything else that's on the news, she does that with everything and everybody, which I don't understand. Now that I said that out of my mouth, why I even allow her to annoy me to the point where I start yelling into the laptop. And you know, throwing names and insulting. Now that I said that out loud, it doesn't matter who we're talking about. We could be talking about Billy Bob Thornton. She likes to talk about those politics. We could be talking about Anita Baker. She's always going to say something outlandish, and she's always going to go against the grain. I'm getting tongue-tied right now, so I know it's time. I'm always tongue-tied, but I'm really starting to fuck up my words right now, so excuse my language. I know it's time for me to go. And plus I gotta get to work, y'all. It's too many STIs out here to be playing. You ain't lying, Attitude and Tylenol, honey. You ain't told not one lie. You feel like infamous Sylvia set her up. Thank you so much, Miss Lorraine. Please hit the dislike button, the like button, baby. We just ask you to hit something around here so we can get into the algorithm. All opinions matter. Miss Naomi Grace, baby, if you are here in the rose bushes, honey, you can even reach out to me. Honey, reach out to me on Instagram. My Instagram is right here on the screen. Honey, reach out to me on Instagram and let me know, is that you in the text messages? And let me know if it is you. You don't have to explain yourself, right? Because, right, baby, you were grown. You have every right to feel how you want to feel when it comes to us following this crime story, like Beanne said. Let us know, how do you feel about this whole situation? Because if it is you, Naomi, you seem to be neutral. Are you here just for the crime story and not the actual characters and the things that are unlocking and the lies and the betrayal? Are you just here for the actual story itself without any personal feelings, you know, with no emotions? Do you have a loved one that is locked up right now dealing with unfair treatment from, you know, the people down at the courthouse, and you feel sorry for Neesto? Let me know, Naomi Grace, baby. You can come right on down there to the Instagrams if you have one. I am the Unfiltered Doll on Instagram, and my email, if you would like to reach out to me via email, let me put my email here in the chat. Is that my email? Hold on, y'all. Where's that phone at? Because, you know, give me a second, Naomi, honey, if you're here in the bushes. Let me know. Sugar, what's tea? Okay, let me see. Because you don't seem shy about, you know, you reaching out to the people, because you did say it in my chat. So, okay, that's my email. Okay, let me see. unfiltereddoll@icloud.com. Sugar on the Flow 24. Come on, Sugar on the Flow 24. Welcome on in, baby. That is my email. So, Naomi Grace, baby, I left my email scrolling across the bottom of my screen. is my Instagram, which is the same name, Unfiltered Doll Baby. Please, honey. Miss Lady said, Naomi, hit the like. Please, baby, feel free to reach out and let me know if you are the same Naomi from the text messages. Let me know if you're neutral in this story, if you want to. You don't have to tell us anything. We are all grown and we have the right. Like I said, baby, you're safe with me. Honey, the chat, they don't, the chat, they're a little rough out there. A little rough, but baby, I'm willing to hear you out. Yes, I am. I'm willing to hear you out, baby. What's going on? Not willing to hear you out to debate with you. I'm not going to debate with you. I'm not going to say, well, Naomi, what about this, that, and the third? No, I just want to know if you're the same Naomi from the text messages who was helping Sonia with the fundraiser when it comes to his books. Were you the same Naomi that, reached out to Sonia? She acting like she don't know you now, child, based off of that phone call. But I think it's because she was pissed off and had too much going on. Let me know. Like I said, you came in the chat, baby, telling us you reached out to Sylvia to have them react to the most recent phone calls from prison, Tasha Kate's call, as well as we did play a call with, we did play the after party, honey, when the girls went on looking good and smelling good. And Sylvia said Sonia was a big liar, a big old liar. So let me know, Naomi Grace, what's going on. Now, Naomi, they're saying you're actually Sylvia. There is no Naomi. Some people feel like you are not a real person. So there's that. So we'll have to see. Okay. I don't know if she'll reach out to me or not. I don't know if she's in this live or not, but let's get into some things if she does. All right. So that's all I got for y'all. Thank you so much. Whenever Neesto spoke of them being together, she always wanted to know her place due to his wife. She needs to stop acting like separation justifies her actions. No, he was married. And another thing, if he wasn't married to Shirley, girl, he was married to Edith since 1985. So he was still a married man, regardless. And again, I already told y'all in the beginning of this live, that's not my issue with her. That's not my issue with her at all. My issue is everything else, okay? Everything else. It's very common for somebody to be sleeping with somebody's husband and wife, okay? Or all together. People having them threesomes now, chat. Girl, they bringing people into the bedroom and still don't make the relationship work. But any damn way, that's all I got. Thank you all for joining me. Before we go, we want to make sure we shout out our Aries birthdays. Salty Buzzard says, IS flushed her channel down the toilet thinking she was going to get the inside scoop. I think that's what happened. We seen that Sylvia does not like to share space just based off of the after party call that they did on Tasha K. She does not like to share the space. She looked for an opportunity to befriend Sonia, knowing how she felt. I'm sorry, you called her a big liar. Okay, was that November or December? And then you guys are friends a couple months later? No, that's not how that works. You still feel the same way, but you wanted to have your own exclusives. You didn't want to share any of the news. You wanted to be the exclusive breaking news person, and that's not how it works. Unfortunately, you have to share the space, and you have to know that somebody is going to get the same amount of views, or somebody's going to get more views. Some people are going to get lower views. That's just the nature of the beast. Okay. Unfortunately, you just got to deal with that. You have to ask yourself, is this what you really want to do at the end of the day? I don't do YouTube full time, so I don't know what it feels to, work with other people and my channel is not thriving. I wouldn't know that because I'm not a full-time YouTuber and I compete with myself. I don't compete with other people. I have to compete with the person I see in the mirror. Okay. And I know that this storyline, this crime story is not going to be here forever. Hence why I still talk about other things, even if I get 25 views. Honey, I'm confident enough to let them 25 views sit out there in the open, knowing that people are probably looking and pointing, damn, she don't get no views. I don't give a shit, nor do I give a damn. And I definitely don't give a up. Okay. I'm trying to build my community. And I know that this story is not going to be here forever, but I am well aware that I do get the most views for my channel, not in the sector when I talk about Neesto, Shirley, Sonia and them. I know that, right? But I'm not acting like, I'm not a full-time YouTuber either. Right? Again, y'all know I got 11 streams of income. Y'all know, baby, I work at somebody's grocery store, honey. I work a corporate job, honey. I have a small business, honey. I'm here on this YouTube, baby. I do quite a few things. So it doesn't bother me. As long as I see some growth and I see that there's people showing up for me, that's all I need, honey. I'm not pressed about it, to be quite honest with you. No, I am not. So what we want to do is we want to shout out those Aries, baby. It is Aries seasons. Okay. It's the Aries season. Yes, it is. Happy birthday to everybody who had a birthday yesterday or today. If your birthday is today, happy birthday to you, baby. We still have some people chatting with me. She lost me when she made everyone who discussed. Oh, yeah. She lost me when she made everyone discussing this look like they were bad people and she was the only good one. That's the thing. It's like you try to talk about how people carry on when it comes to this content, but behind the scenes, although, yes, your privacy is being invaded. I get that. Yes, it's public knowledge, but there's a difference. There's a difference when we play it out on YouTube, right? And then we make commentary out of it. I'm well aware of that. I'm well aware of that. But behind the scenes, baby, you are Val and a low down, dirty, dusty dog your damn self. So who are you to point your finger at us? You just do it behind closed doors. At least we do it out in the open. Okay. But like I said, I'm going to work on it because it is quite disturbing sometimes when I hit the end stream, like, girl, you did too much now. All right. These calls exposed both of their characters. I agree. CK Touche. It's a Scorpio thing. Hey, baby. Miss Lorraine said Capricorns still rule. He just got a divorce, not because he wanted it. She did. Period. Okay. So we're done with that. I always tell y'all too, I'm team nobody when it comes to this. Did he do Shirley wrong? Absolutely. Especially to have to sit up there, in a public eye as a public figure, reading off regardless. Now, hey, baby, if you took the strawberry letters and you took that advice to your heart, hey, baby, that's you. For me, it was entertainment, right? It was funny. It was hilarious. I never took anything that Shirley Strawberry said at face value when it came to those letters, right? But we do know at the same time, Shirley does seem like she minds her business, regardless if she knew her husband was a criminal or a low down, cheating, dirty dog. That's not none of my concern, to be quite honest with you. My concern is what the hell is going to come out during this trial? Because, baby, this is some wild shit. Okay? This is some wild shit. Lady Janice, hey, baby, welcome on in. Sonia, no, she lied on Tisha K. And she doesn't want to be confronted about those lies because they are all out on the open. Lady Janice, hey, baby, welcome on in. Sometimes when I hit the in live, I have to take a breath, too. Was I too out of pocket? Victor Bell, I'm telling you. Have a good day, Miss Unique. Let me go ahead and play our Pisces song. Oh, excuse me, Lord Jesus. The Aries song. I'm team uncover all. These criminals and heathens have been hiding in the dark for too long. Internationally known. Hey, baby. Hey, Tussie Cat. That's what internationally known. I'm used to you coming in the chat saying, hey, Tussie Cat. Hey, listen. At the end of the day, what we learned when it comes to this Shirley Strawberry story is red flags, especially because of the age, okay? A lot of the gossip out here is these young whippersnappers, you know what I mean? It's not people our age in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. So red flags. It's letting us know that, hey, what if somebody is fresh from a divorce and they made the decision, you know what, baby, I might be old, but I'm not cold. I want to get out here and date a little bit. You still have to watch your back with these old niggas. And some of you men got to watch your back with these old women's. And I don't say old as in age. I'm just speaking, of because I'm almost 50. All right. I'm talking about the seniors out here that are dating and not realizing that they still out here playing games. And some of them are looking for a nurse with the purse. Some of them are out here scamming, okay? Some might be sitting back like, you know what? I've been wondering if Carl was out there doing some crazy shit because he always buying me something, but I don't think he makes that much money down there on the job. Is Carl out here scamming and laying pipe and stealing from these women's pocketbooks? This story unlocks so much for people of a mature age, okay? So there's that. Miss Mad About Music said, I'm the same age that Shirley was when she met old Nasty. I pray that I don't ever falls for someone like him. Period. Okay. Shirley took the high road and said goodbye to that ninja, is living her best life, eating a good cake. Sonia got the scraps and is begging for phone calls. So that's it. I feel like I've been in the people's business a little too much today, honey. Thank you so much for joining me. Please hit your like button on the way out and let us shout out our Aries, honey, because you know those Aries are aggressive. Let me go on over back to the dollhouse, baby, and make sure we get the Aries shout out going, okay? Oh, I am sorry. That is not the right one. I'm sorry. One of the Aries asked me kindly to change the song, and I took your suggestion. I don't know if it was Reefs and Muff's mom or Sassy Experience. Y'all know I be loud and wrong. That is not the Aries. Let me delete that. That is not the actual Aries song. Attitude and Tylenol is our spokesperson for our Tussie Cats. She's letting us know that the STIs are on the rise in the nursing homes. They be hunching. Yeah, okay. They be hunching. Don't forget the 80s. No, baby, listen. Like my mom always tells me, baby, you better wish you could get old. And I'd be like, girl, I do. I want to be 100 plus out here in y'all business. Yes. Honey, I'm still waiting for the song to upload. Please bear with me. TD will, baby, they are down there in they're down in the nursing homes, thrusting and lusting, bumping and grinding. Yes, they are, honey. Hold on, y'all. I'll be back. Yes, they are, honey child, down there with an STD, STI, infection, a disease. Let's see if the song is finished. Nope, it's still uploading, y'all. It's still uploading. Let me get this text message down. Let me go ahead and go down. Honey, we're going to go down to the bar, honey, because it's the Aries birthday, okay? Somebody is sipping on something at 10:37 a.m. because they're stressed out. They're stressed completely out, baby. Got liquor in the coffee. Iced coffee and vodka is what's going on for some people because they stressed the fuck out. Excuse my language. Doing and that's what they're doing it raw. Doing it wrong. Doing it raw. Not wrong, honey. They doing it raw. And might be hopping from room to room. Kimmy who said, I worked in a nursing home and it is lit in there in a nursing facility. Neesto Shackle, Shuffle, Walk of Shame. Welcome on in, baby. Okay, let's see if our song is loaded. Lord, because it's taking long now. Shit, I got to go. Oh, Lord, now it's processing. Y'all Aries are very difficult. Why is it taking so long for y'all song to get, to process? My God, on today. Let me come back to the comments. Miss Lorraine, the Capricorns started out with the long, extra as hell intro song. Y'all started it off, okay? Y'all started it off. The people said they tired of the song, so I had to give them a new song. I said I wasn't going to give them a new song, but I did anyway. I did anyway, y'all, okay? Let me see. Let me go back. Oh, my God. This is the longest damn song ever. Come on here. Y'all, it's still processing. Oh, here we go. All right. So shout out to my Aries. Happy birthday to y'all. Because after this song is over, I'm hitting the end string button. I'm not telling y'all we had fun. I'm not telling y'all what we do here is go back. I love y'all down. Thank you so much, baby. If it is your birthday today, and if your birthday was yesterday, happy belated birthday to you, baby. Happy birthday to you. It is a blessing to see another year. I hope you got everything that you wanted to get. I hope you plan to celebrate for the full Aries season. Okay. I know you're going to eat good, baby, and you're looking good, feeling good, and you damn sure better be smelling good. All right. And I know good and damn well you're not logging in those macros into MyFitnessPal, baby. You can be healthy on tomorrow. All right. Let's get into the Aries song. And then after that, we're going to go hit the like button on your way out. Bye, everybody.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hey, do I still have people in here? Do we still have people in the chat? I forgot to bring this up. Why we are we're sitting here. We didn't talk about these jailbirds. Did you all see on my community wall? Did you hear about Stephanie Dow's? The story about the lady, she was 62 years old. Trigger warning, trigger warning. This is a trigger warning. And I can't discuss everything here on this live. We would definitely have to do a separate live. If you would like to be notified when we go live on this, on my community wall, you can comment below so that I notify you if I do a pre-recorded video on it. I did do a short on that. Okay, Twyla, baby. Hey, baby. Welcome on in. We have Stephanie Dow's. Very sad story. Very sad story. But unfortunately, with the family wanting the answers for losing their mother, their grandmother, their loved one, their family and friend, unfortunately, the way it happened and from what we're hearing, it's going to cause a lot of chatter asking why. Why? Okay? The why. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the story really quick so that if you don't know about it, you'll get a little bit of a preview on it. You can also check out my short as well. I did a short on it. And the picture that they're showing on the news, she was she was beautiful, gorgeous. Do you hear me? Gorgeous. But we have to realize just because you're pretty and you're gorgeous, it really doesn't mean much. Unfortunately, right? It's just that you're pretty and you're gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. And she probably was a beautiful spirit inside and out. But there was a decision that she made, and now she's no longer here to tell us about it. Okay. And the family has to deal with losing a loved one while we sit around and we question this. Yes, this is the lady from the prison. Sometimes we look for love in the wrong places. One of the dolls shared this story with me days ago when it was fresh out, fresh. And I was researching it, and you know how I do when it comes to certain crime. I don't want to touch it because it's just like it's too much emotionally, right? But I decided to start to research and get a little nosy. And I said, okay, let's get into some things. Now, let me pull up the news article. I want to make sure it's an audio. I do have it up right here. Let me see. I didn't even know I already had it up on my computer. Bear with me. Is this the... No, I don't think this is the actual audio, like the actual news. So bear with me before we go. And while I have you guys in the room, let me look. Stephanie Dowles. See, you are all looking at the mugshot picture of Stephanie Diane Brinson, okay, known as Stephanie Dowles. For those of you who like to research paperwork, if you are trying to find her marriage certificate, you may want to look up the name Stephanie Diane Brinson. I know some people were unable to find some paperwork. I've been all on the Facebook streets. I've been on the TikTok streets. I've been all in the comments where this has been reported, to the point where I haven't seen anybody talk about his son. He has a son. She is not his mother, but he is thanking her and said that he's going to do her proud for being his stepmother. Now, a lot of people have different things. They say they were married in the 90s and got divorced and she got back with him. I don't believe that's true. They said that she married him, met him online. He has a Facebook page. Okay. And on his, I'm going to get into that on another live because I really got to go. Let me just play let me see if I can find the actual video real quick. And then we'll talk about all of this. Because baby, I've been digging as far as on that Facebook. When you want to dig for something, baby, go to the Facebook. Go to the Facebook. Because baby, I had no business finding that man's son. I have no business knowing his son was down there at the jailhouse. I have no business knowing that one of the babies in the picture that Stephanie has with all her grandchildren is one of her, is her stepson's baby. I have no business knowing all of this, okay? None whatsoever, to the point where if you go to his Facebook page, there's somebody he's talking to in the post. I guess he's been locked up since 1994. So he was looking for some of his family on the Facebook, right? Now, he's never getting out of jail. He done killed 4 people at the same damn time. 4 of them at the same time. Now, here's the thing. Some people say, well, what the hell is she doing with the man when he done 4 people? And now, allegedly, she's the 5th one, because this is still under investigation. I think some people look at it. You have no business removing no one from this earth. Who are you to remove me from off of the face of this earth? He didn't just take away 1 person. He took away 4. There were 5 people in that home. I also have the article back when he was, back when they, from 1994 as well. Okay. There was a 5th person who was able to speak up for the 4 people that he removed. Okay. Execution style. Okay. Keep in mind. So basically, this is a dangerous man, because I know when you have a pow and you're removing people one by one, we're talking about a lineup of 4 people. No one had enough time to knock them over. You get what I'm saying, y'all? This is what I'm saying. This is a dangerous man, is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Because they said him. They didn't say they. They said he. He killed 4 people, okay? So, allegedly, they're saying that it happened with Bible study. She's very religious. If you go to her Facebook page, if you listen to her videos, if you pay attention to the captions, she's religious. Okay. And she wanted to see the change in him. He was in school. She felt like he was a better person. And let's just get into, when you're married, California, the CD, what is it, the CDRC, or it's the CDCR? They allow family visits where you can get 30 to 40 hours in an apartment-like facility. They're required to do head count. I believe they said every 4 hours or 4 times per the visit. And they can do unexpected, like knocks on the door. Hey, what the hell is going on in there? But it is their goal to allow them to have privacy during these visits, which is crazy. Okay. What is, that's what's crazy. Okay. So I would still assume there were some type of security cameras rolling. Yeah, I know this is privacy, but baby, this is behind closed doors. Yes, it's an apartment-like situation. If you go to my short, my pinned comment, I let you know exactly how it's set up. Okay, when you go on these visits, if you're married to someone down there in the jailhouse. Yeah. So let me pull it up really quick. I gotta go. Oh my God, I'm so late for what I need to be doing. Pardon me. Let me see here. Why is it not working? I need it to work and it's not. Shit. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to refresh this. Shit. Let me see if I can find it somewhere else. I'm real pissed off that that link is not working because I know that that's the video. Is this one a video too? Nope, this is just a picture. Bear with me. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm trying to get it up, but this one is playing the Idaho 911 from the college. No, where is the actual... Shit. It's just a damn art. Like, I just had it and it's not playing and it's really pissing me off. Let me see if this one will play a video. No, this is not. Lord have mercy. Come on. I'm quiet. I'm sorry, you all. Let me see if they got the video. Shit. And it's not like I can, because I know TikTok has it, but I'm on a computer where I can't share my TikTok screen. Let me go get it from Google instead, because I hate Microsoft Bing. It sucks. Stephanie Dowse. Let me see here. Well, I done already started talking about it, y'all. So I want to at least pull the video and then we're going to go. The media could not be loaded either because the server or network failed or because the format is not supported. I like this about a bitch. Damn it. Girl, what is tea? So yeah, we're just going to do a separate, we'll just do a separate live on that. And I'll make sure I have everything uploaded to my actual media. But if you go to my short, you will see what she got caught up in, honey. Sometimes women get caught up in a little piece of chocolate. You know what I'm saying? With some shiny skin and abs and a little bit of chest meat. They get caught up in that. So he's not really looking really scraggly as they show him on the news. It's given, maybe I can share. Can I share my short? Hold on, y'all. Because I need a visual while talking about this, unfortunately. Okay. That channel dash short. Hold on. Let me see if I can at least pull up my shorts because my computer is acting a fool right now. Okay, hold on. So I'm gonna just play my short instead because y'all hear my stomach? Lord have mercy, I must be hungry. Where's this at? YouTube Live, such a sad story. Okay, share. Let me widescreen this. answers after their mother was killed during a Mule Creek State Prison visit. A 4-time convicted killer was allowed to have private family visits in prison. Now there is a murder investigation underway after one of the visitors died. No one has been charged in a November killing, but the victim's family and friends are demanding answers. They want to know why an inmate with such a violent history was allowed to have unsupervised visits like that in the first place. Stephanie Dowles and David Brinson were married. They were husband and wife. It is still a rumor on exactly when these two met, if they knew each other before he went to prison in 1994, or if they met on Facebook, as it is rumored. Stephanie met with her husband, David, on a family visit, which the CDCR website describes as a visit in private apartment-like facilities on prison grounds that can last approximately 30 to 40 hours. It was just after 2 a.m. on November 13th, 2024, when Brinson used the phone in the apartment-like facility to tell the officers his wife had passed out, according to the CDCR. The investigation is underway because how does a 4-time convicted murderer have the private unsupervised visits? Why is this person allowed these types of visits? Recently, we find out she was strangled to death while with her husband for a conjugal visit at the California prison, and now her family wants answers how it could happen. Prosecutors are awaiting for the police to finish their investigation before filing charges. Dow's heartbroken family is now asking why. Given Brinson's criminal history, once again, being a mass murderer, how can they just let this happen? I just don't get it. Ovita Wilson said that Stephanie, her daughter, was the most giving, kind-hearted person who was always helping others. Mom of 2 and a grandmother, was a hairstylist and ran her own business in Los Angeles. Her loved ones affectionately called her Stevie. A GoFundMe page for her family said she was described as the beacon of strength and love and the cornerstone of her family and community. The CDCR, in a statement to KCRA, said that incarcerated persons must apply and meet the strict eligibility criteria to be approved for a conjugal visit. Only those who demonstrate sustained good behavior and meet specific program requirements are considered. These visits are designed to support positive family connections and successful rehabilitation. But again, he was never getting out of jail, so there's that. So that's my whole thing. The man was not getting out of jail. So why did he even qualify for a visit? But at the same time, people are going to say, what was she doing with this type of man anyway? I do apologize, Miss Mad About Music, baby. We got to get paid around here. Baby, the ads, we got to get paid around here. I'm sorry, baby. So pretty much internationally known. This is what I thought as well. But let me show you something. So here's the thing with when it comes to what we see on the news. This is what they're showing us. All right. So we were looking at her because she's gorgeous, right? Beautiful, stunning. If you ask me, in my opinion, she's stunning, right? But see, when you start digging in people's Facebook, you start digging around. I mean, Miss Stephanie had it going on. Yes, she did. Get into that, baby. Get into that melanin, baby. Get into that body. 62 years old, period. Okay. But unfortunately, people are going through the Facebook and starting to wonder what was going on with her. There's one picture where she got her tongue hanging out. And Sister Mary said, wow, what's going on with you, Stevie? And Stevie says, laugh out loud, not too stressed, but stressed. Like, I guess there were certain things she would post on Facebook where people were wondering, honey, what's going on? Stevie might have been feeling herself because what you see is this. But see, this is what Stevie seen and saw. She was going down there to visit him, okay? She was going down there to visit the man with his chesticles out. Where's the picture with him with his chest out? Now, come on here. Hold on, y'all. An error occurred. Let me get him out here with his chesticles out. Oh, maybe I didn't upload that. I think what happened when Sister Stevie was, when he reached out to her, however he reached out to her, or I don't know if she went to writeaprisoner.com, okay? But see, she didn't fail for all of this right here. She fell for the prison body. Am I impressed by this? No, I'm not. I'm not impressed. He looks a little dusty if you ask me. But you have to understand everybody has a different taste when it comes to men. I do know that there's a difference from this to what we see right here, okay? And what we see right here. These are the pictures he uploaded to his Facebook. So if you got a man like this coming in your inbox, she might feel like, oh, well, what's tea? I'm bored. Let me see what happens. And you know, they like to use God and they like to do that jail talk. And unfortunately, it got to the point where she married the man and was going down there to visit him. And now she's no longer here to tell her story. Okay? Had it going on when you go to the Facebook, baby. Looks like she liked to travel. Honey, she could do some hair. Family woman. Always out and about. I don't know why she ended up with this man from jail. Okay? I don't know. He still had his Facebook page is still up. Okay, his Facebook page is still up. Mixtress Monica, hey baby, welcome on in. Yeah, it is still up. But this is what happens when you fall for the okie doke. You know, he got his glasses on. I don't know who sent him those glasses. Neesto, maybe you need to get the wireframe glasses. They look like they're pretty tight on his, on his face. You know, some people, they like, this is what they like. Okay. And I don't know her situation. And she can't tell us anymore, because when you look at this picture right here, it's all in the eyes. It's all in the eyes, but for Facebook, he did clean himself up. And made sure you got a chance to see his body. Now, if you get into the Facebook comments with they messy tales, they said, if you look at the nipple, I said the nipple, all right? If you look at the nipple, they said that nipple is looking that way because there was somebody. The goddamn comments are terrible. They say the reason why the nipple is looking that way is because there's probably another inmate, I'll just say another inmate pulling on his nipple is what they said. They said you got to pay attention to things such as you got to look at the red flags, look at the nipple. On the nipple, look how it's drooping. That's because somebody was pulling on it. They met another inmate is what they had said. Listen, I don't know. Okay. Honey, I don't know. Okay. Jet Black Stray says, looks like a crackhead to me. Looking at this right here, I don't know. Is this the picture they took after it came out? Because remember, he called and said that his wife passed out. This was November. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. Wait a minute. This was November 2023. November 2024. Recently, they found out she was actually strangled, allegedly by him. Now, he said when she passed out, she was alone. I don't know what they mean by that when he says she was alone. Meaning, was she in the room? Were you in the kitchen? They got a kitchen. They get to cook and everything in some of these apartment-like facilities. Were you in the kitchen cooking something and you went in there and she was passed out? What happened? I don't know. I wasn't there. Some people think, was it rough play? Some people are speculating. You got to go to Facebook to get all into it. All you have to do is go to Facebook and put in the search Stephanie Dowse, or you can put in Stephanie Brinson. Okay. And everything will pop up for you that you're looking for. A lot of people are talking about this. A lot of people are reporting on this story. Everything is not accurate as of yet. There are others trying to get the paperwork to see exactly what's going on, but I haven't seen any paperwork floating around just yet. Okay. But this beautiful woman, 62, is no longer here to tell us the story. And unfortunately, with her family wanting to find the answers to this situation, is going to unlock things they don't want to deal with when it comes to people asking why. Why was your mother? Why was your grandmother? Why was your sister, your friend, your daughter? Why was she with this man? So, T-Rain, hey, baby, welcome on in. How are you? Okay, so that's all I have. I wanted to let you all know, like I said, it was on my community wall. I did mention it on my community wall, and I did do a short on it. Moving forward, I may just do shorts on this story because it's a lot. And I never want to be disrespectful to her children who are trying to find out who's responsible. Now, at the end of the day, their mother did go down there on her own to visit her husband. But I do have questions. Murdered 4 people? What do you mean good behavior? He doesn't have a choice. This is his new home. This is his new home. How did he qualify? How did he get this opportunity to have a private visit? Huh? What? Is it the fault of the guards during her stay? Why was he allowed this type of visit is the number one question, okay? We already know and feel some type of way about her decision that she made to marry this man. But I'm going to tell you what, she wasn't on her Facebook talking about her husband. So I feel like this was something that the family knew about, but she definitely wasn't on social media, you know, talking about this relationship and this marriage. Monique Love said he was definitely on dope in there. You're right. Look at his face and jawline. Okay. And yeah, so y'all let me know if you want to talk about this on a separate live, maybe tomorrow. I know it's not going to be today, honey. I got baseball games and other things, honey. I got a jam-packed day today. So it would definitely have to be tomorrow. Let me know if you want to go, if you want me to bring over some of the things that I found on Facebook and discuss it. If you want to get into some photographs and pictures, let me know. If you want to talk about the article that was found where they discuss exactly what he did and what happened. Okay. Let me know. Okay. And we'll do that. So thank you all. We're going to go now. And I'm out of here. Bye.